Welcome everyone, 55 and 5. I think it's episode 29. We've peeled back the curtain. We're taping a whole bunch of these as before I go into the Ring of Honor bubble. I don't even remember my name anymore. I think I'm Ian. This is Cary Silkin, and we're bringing you 5-minute history lessons on the 1955 Parkhurst trading card set, which features some of the great wrestlers of the time, some of the names that have been forgotten at the time. We're hoping to bring these names back up so that people will know them and people will enjoy what we're talking about. Cary, I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. This one's weird for me because I'm going to qualify it as this guy might be the lowest form of human on the planet. And
really?
That's your hint. And that I can't emphasize it strong enough. I actually consider not doing this gentleman, but I'm kind of weird.
I mean, is this like worse than O.J. Simpson or Donald Trump?
O.J. level. That's your hint. So I'm going to bring this card up. Yeah. And it's not,
I'm thinking of someone, but it's not in the 50s, but go ahead.
Not our friend from Allentown, or not from Whitehall Township. No, but take a look at this man right here. One of the highest drawing wrestlers in Maple Leaf Wrestling history. Also a horrible human being. I considered omitting him just for the reasons you'll hear about.
Well, can you pronounce his name for me?
Nanjo Singh.
Okay. Why am I drawing... Forget about him for a second. Why am I drawing a blank on the others? Aren't there a number of other wrestlers?
Singh. There are. Yeah, there's Tiger Ali Singh.
Thank you.
And then his father.
Tiger Jeet Singh,
yeah.
Different wrestler, I'm really interested. I don't mind saying that I'm not that sure. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not embarrassed saying I don't know much about him because I'm interested to hearing why this is such a terrible man and how did he achieve that status?
Sure. So Nanjo Singh, he's Sikh and he would come out with the turban, and that's not why he's terrible, obviously. But he would do that to stoke racist fears and get heat and become the villain. And so he played on that. This man was stabbed, burned, and beaten when he would walk to the ring. Do you remember in Maple Leaf Gardens they'd have the raised platform? Yeah. He is the reason that the raised platform was in Maple Leaf Gardens. So that's why they built that ramp. They built that ramp in 1951. For those that don't know, you can do simple search. Go to YouTube, search Maple Leaf Wrestling, WWF. You'll get some sort of result. They have the camera shot that shows the ramp and the ring. The ramp goes all the way to the dressing room. It's raised about 5 feet off the ground. So
normally you would see the wrestlers come out on the floor, walk down the aisle, and go up the ring steps or else hop in the ring. Mm-hmm. In Toronto, they came out the curtain onto this raised platform and walked to the ring. Pretty much now that I'm learning, I always wondered why it was there, so the people really couldn't, touch them.
Yeah.
Please tell me more.
Absolutely. He was one of Whipper Billy Watson's biggest opponents and the bona fide box office magic. These guys drew a lot of money together, drew big crowds, and would fill the Maple Leaf Gardens and fill the territory wrestling against one another. His finishing move is the Cobra Deathlock. So this is where it gets bad. He wrestled from 37 to 56. He retires. He starts a bar in Philadelphia. He comes home one night, accuses his wife of cheating on him, beats her to death. Tells the police that it's her fault, that she was cheating on him, that she was hysteric, that this, that, and the other thing. He gets 8 years in prison. Here's the crazy part. And here's the part that blows my mind. He comes out of jail in 1966. Do you know what he does?
No.
He has a return match against Whipper Billy Watson.
Really?
That draws another massive house. A convicted murderer, second-degree murder.
Oh, now I'm really embarrassed that I don't know this.
No, this
is something you would figure would be really talked about, but I don't think it has been talked about much.
Not much. I mean, there are things out there on it. Obviously, it's something where he was convicted, he served his time, and went right back to wrestling, and he wrestled in '66, and I kind of got disgusted. That's all I cared to read about after
This
that.
is similar to the Jose Gonzalez Bruiser Brody thing, and him then going on to be a hero.
Yeah.
Despite that, it's along those lines.
Yeah, and it's
Now, he wasn't related to Tiger Jeet.
not that I could see, not that I noticed. And again, he used typical, he used xenophobic. He played on people's fears, on racist fears and xenophobic fears. Good villain in the ring. Unfortunately, too good of a villain outside of it. Just a horrible human.
Maybe it lowers Whipper Billy Watson or Frank Tunney.
Yeah.
It was Toronto, right?
Toronto willing to bring him back in. Yeah.
Maybe it lowers them around. I don't know who he was booking, but you would figure you don't need to go to that angle to draw a house.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I stopped researching after I found out he actually came back. So in my mind, that's where it ended. And Nanjo Singh, not the greatest guy, definitely the worst guy that we've talked about so far.
But interesting history, nevertheless.
Yeah, responsible for the catwalk at Maple Leaf Gardens. Who would have known?
Well, I'll be interested to see if some of our Canadian historian friends will chime in on this, because I'm sure a Pat Lepard or Greg Oliver will know something about this.
And there's got to be a backstory of why he was brought back. Other than maybe it was just the money. Maybe it's that simple, because they were magic in terms of box office. So who knows?
All right.
Yeah, Nanjo Singh. Well, hate to leave you on a downer, but that guy's a piece of crap. And we hope we have somebody with better moral compass next time. So for Cary, who's got a great moral compass, and AJ, Bisson Creative and Web Design, we invite you to watch all the previous episodes, 55and5.com. Check us out on adfreeshows.com with the poster of the week. And please listen to the Last Stop Penn Station. I'm Ian Riccaboni. Thanks, everybody. Happy wrestling.